Hello again and welcome back to Jeremy Knows. My name is Jeremy Hone, and there's something you'd like to know about the V Friends NFT. We got a lot to see and even more to be if we want to take a stroll down memory lane and ask about all the fun things we've seen. I'm adjusting my monitor screen. Ba-da-bum-bow. Hi, it's so good to see everybody. I feel like I'm back in the saddle. I have energy. Not that I didn't have energy the previous days, but boy, did I need some time to digest everything. We're actually also live on Twitch. Shout out to YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for being here. I've got so many things in my mind. I've got so much that I want to say, but it has to be one bite at a time. So I just want to focus on the most urgent and relevant thing that is coming to VeeFriends. Record a podcast, get it out on all of the platforms, and it is pickleball. Never thought that sentence was coming out of my mouth. But the most urgent thing in the world, in the VeeFriends world, is pickleball. And we want to talk about it. Actually, more so for the broader community, is going to be burning for the new characters. So I am going to share up my screen, and I am going to burn for one of the clowns that I won. I'm going to step through the process. I'm not sure if we've done that yet, but it's totally fine. And I'm going to burn. That will make me eligible to RSVP, and then I'm going to walk through the RSVP process. So as a reminder, and then I'll jump into the podcast, is May 31st is the deadline. Now, I don't know for sure. Actually, I can find out. Let me go to VeeFriends.com. I believe it's at midnight. I believe you have until June 1st to do the deed and burn for the book game tokens. So let me see. There's a timer here. View new characters. I'll continue my order later. I guess I'm canceling my order. That's fine. The deadline is for burning for new characters. So if you won any of the book games raffles through the first half of May, you need to burn before June 1st. Otherwise, they get forfeit to Gary. They become goes, and they're added to his collection. So am I sharing the screen? Yeah. So it's a pretty simple process. You go to VeeFriends.com on a desktop browser, because remember, IMX is almost exclusively desktop. I have seen that they've added some mobile functions, but you're going to have a much better user experience on desktop for all IMX stuff. So go to VeeFriends.com. Then at the top, there will be a banner which says Series 2. That'll take you to series2.VeeFriends.com. Scroll down, view new characters, and here they are. And you'll have to click through to the button relative to your character, and you'll have to connect your wallet to check your eligibility. So 2 days, 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 30 seconds remain, which means May 31st at 7 p.m. Okay, so it's not midnight. That's important. May 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. May 31st. So critical. You have just over 2 days to finish your burns. And the process is really simple. Once you're there, and if you have the tokens, you'll check eligibility. It'll say you're good to go. And then here it'll say burn to mint, where it'll take you to an order page. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't have my information here. So I'm going to just unshare my screen really quick to put in my mailing info. And this is just like it was when you minted. You're going to go through name, email, and address, and phone number, actually. Okay, and then you check the box that says I agree and submit order. So from here, I can share with you again. And again, the deadline to burn for these characters is in 2 days at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, May 31st. That's also the deadline to register for the pickleball event, which I'll do a full breakdown of in the podcast. But if you have the pickleball court or you have the competitive clown, you can get this VIP experience. And I'm actually going to check because I'm curious. In Series 2, there are a total of, let me see, there should be 220 clowns. Yeah, all the clowns have been minted, so there's 220 clowns. Of those, there are, let's see, where's the pickleball? There's, oh, I just want the clown. There's 5 that share the pickleball court scene. And without the clown, there are, no, let's refresh. There are, wow, 987 pickleball courts. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. 987 pickleball plus 215 clowns equals 2 carry 0 carry 12. 1200 tokens are eligible for this activation. That's pretty crazy. Let me check in with the comments real quick here and on Twitch as well. What's up, Curtis? Good to see you. Hey, Luna. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to burn in just a second. Hey, Window Tinter. Yeah, exactly. Bryce, IMX added and it's clunky. High Tide, burning is when you take an NFT that you own and you send it to an address, the OXOOOOOOOOO, where no one has custody of that wallet. So they're effectively destroyed. Now, depending on the smart contract, that will actually reduce the supply or it will just register it in a different wallet. But it's when you yield control of an NFT, usually for some kind of exchange. Like in this case, I'll be burning 5 book game tokens for a VeeFriends Series 2 competitive clown. Yeah, the Hook poster. Yeah, that's my partner's favorite movie. Shout out from Michigan. Cool. All right, let's do this thing. Let's do it. Okay, so you're at the burn screen. Now this is really hard. I wish I could just buy more book game tokens and burn those because I paid a lot more for these, but such is life. So I'm going to select, I guess I could burn the, no. Yeah, whatever. Book games tokens. You make choices. So then it's going to ask me to connect to IMX and transfer. You won't see this on Twitch. I'm transferring 5 tokens. I confirm. There was, oh, what? Oh, I got a validation error. It says I'm not the owner of these tokens. Interesting. Okay, maybe try a little refresh. Maybe a hard refresh. I'm pretty sure I'm the owner of these tokens, but who knows? This would be the worst way to find out I got scammed. Validation error. Okay, let's go to token trove. I'm in my wallet, my account. The tokens are definitely there. Huh. Okay, well, maybe I can't do this right now. Okay, wait. Unselect. Burn any 5. Here are my tokens. Sorry, everybody. Technical error. Confirming. Current user is not the owner of this asset. Oh, am I in a different wallet? No, I'm in the right wallet. I'm connected to the right. Competitive clown confirmed. I'm really confused. What? Okay, then let me try going here. Yes, yeah, Nika, that was right. I checked the MetaMask. It says I don't have a clown. When do we get our Uno and Zero Cool free ones? Zero Cool. Oh, yeah. So both of those sets of cards are coming in June. The Uno cards and the Compete and Collect cards are coming in June. We don't really have an exact date yet. You're welcome. You're welcome. Rendering it ineffective. I don't know what that means. That the burn means to render it ineffective. That's actually a pretty solid definition. Well, I'm confused. Let me try to disconnect and then reconnect. Let me just close this. Let me try here. New characters. All right, take two. Here we go. Mostly the reason I'm live right now is to remind you have until 7 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, 2 days from now, to burn for your new characters. And this, you have this, it's the same deadline for RSVPing to the Austin event if you're going to that. So it brought me right back to my order. Selected the right tokens, right? Burn now. Connect. The items below are invalid. Okay. Ruh-roh. Okay. Take a screenshot. So this is another good learning moment. For situations like this, you have a couple of options. If you're like dealing with VeeFriends technical support. Now, the best thing to do is probably just go into the Discord and open up a support ticket. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the VeeFriends Discord, there's a support ticket section. You can open a support ticket, which will open your own channel within that section and tag you there. And I'll be like, hi team. I'm trying to burn for a competitive clown and it's giving me an error. See attached photo. The more you can do for the team in giving information about your situation as you go is better. It just makes things faster. So where is this one? Date added. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. What's going on with my computer? Where's my desktop? Here, click and drag. Nice. Bryce is in our live stream and here to help. Bryce, you're a true goat by doing that. Thank you. Love you. So Bryce is on it. Yeah, I'm excited for Compete and Collect as well. Did not know about support tickets. Yes. This is exactly why we do these live streams, because you need to know. The team is like super responsive. I mean, like all the same like compassion for customer support applies. Like it's probably a relatively quiet moment. Maybe I don't know how many tickets they have, but sometimes the support ticket bot will max out and then you won't be able to open a ticket, at which point just mention in general and be patient. Nice. I hope this works out for you. It's kind of nice seeing others have problems. Yeah. No, I've actually already burned for characters. I claimed my Minokawa and my Fearless Fairy, and I had no problems. But such is life. Okay. Well, on that note, let's do a podcast. Buenos dias, good morning, and welcome back to the Jeremy Knows podcast, where VCon never ends. I'm your host, Jeremy, the Heart Trooper number 7, and I have a quick alert for you as it is now May 29th. June is upon us, and that means a lot of exciting things for VeeFriends, but also 2 deadlines that you need to be aware of. primarily we're talking about the burn for new characters. So if you won any of the Series 2 new character raffles over the last 5 weeks, you have until May 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to burn for those characters. Whether you use the tokens you already have that you use to enter the raffle, or you buy new ones on Token Trove, it doesn't matter, but they have to meet the rarity requirement of whatever it is. So if you're burning for a Minakawa, you'll need Patient Lava tokens. If you're burning for an Octopus, any 5 matching frames will do. If you're burning for a competitive Clown, you'll need 5 rainbow frames, and so on and so on. So remember, that's May 31st by 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's 2 days from the time of this recording. The second deadline is quite exciting, something totally different here. We have the first ever activation of a property within Series 2. We have an IRL utility coming to a total of 1,202 Series 2 tokens. That is anyone who holds a competitive Clown or the pickleball court background is eligible for this VIP experience. When you go, you'll find the RSVP link in the blog post. I'll also put it in the show notes, where there's a breakdown in this blog. I feel like there's still a lot that I need to learn about what's going on here, but Gary and the VeeFriends team are taking pickleball very seriously. In fact, let me go to Twitter because they opened up a pickleball major league Twitter account. Let me see if I can find it. Pickleball Major League Pickleball. It's just Major League PB on Twitter. And my understanding is this is run by Gary and the VeeFriends team. They also have a separate account for the fives. Fives pickleball. Yep. The number 5S pickleball, the fives pickleball. And it says they're coming for the title. So they're offering a VIP experience, a fun little mnemonic device. Am I using that word right? The VIP is VEE-IP. So sort of establishing this new level, this new type of VIP experience. I'm sure that will return for anybody who can be in Austin from June 3rd to the 5th. So this is obviously a short turnaround. I know many who would like to go cannot on such short notice. But it also feels very much like a sign of things to come for a collection that was heralded as having absolutely no utility. Series 1 was all about utility. Series 2 is nothing. They just have this special something, which is those compete and collect cards coming next month. But here we are, IRL utility added to VeeFriends 2. So I'll give a quick breakdown in the blog, announcing an exclusive experience for all Series 2 pickleball scene and competitive Clown holders. It says creating surprises and unique experiences for the VeeFriends community is one of the many ways our collection and community will continue to grow. VeeFriends is proud to announce an exciting on-site experience for those who own a VeeFriends Series 2 NFT that feature the pickleball court background scene or the competitive Clown character. Let me scroll down here. Do they have the image embedded? Okay, here's the list. So number 1, know that Gary V will not be at this event. So if you're about to make a lot of rash flight plans to have more time with Gary V, that's not going to play out. He's not going to be there. But Andy Kranak will be there and is actually cited in like one of the main benefits to have face-to-face time with the president of VeeFriends, which is very cool. So here's what it says about the VIP experience. You get a preferred MLP rate at the Sonesta in Bee Cave, which is 20 miles away. No idea what that is. VIP seats, special prime area for viewing pickleball up close and personal at the VIP section. VIP hospitality, access to the special guests, an air-conditioned tent where breakfast, lunch, dinner, and complimentary drinks will be served all day long. There will be VIP parking and an MLP hoodie, shirt, and hat that you get, as well as photos with the team, the Fives. Photos with Gary V's MLP team, the Fives, taken by our official photographer, Future Fox 360, Friday and Saturday. They are not there on Sunday. And lastly, meet and greet with the pros and the president of VeeFriends. meet the players, learn about the sport, and join a Q&A with the president of VeeFriends, Andy Kranak. I'm pretty blown away by this. Like that's a large package to be offering. However, having the clown and having the pickleball court is not enough. You need to go to the link here for the RSVP. It's on the VeeFriends.com website. It's just make sure you're still on the right website, series2.veefriends.com, where you'll have to connect your wallet and check your eligibility. From there, you'll submit your name and your email address. And my understanding is that by the end of the month, there will be, or maybe June 1st, there will be an email with all the ticket details and that the beginning of that VIP experience. Right now, it's just the RSVP, and it has the same deadline as the Burn event, which is May 31st by 7 p.m. Do it sooner than later if you're planning on it. I know this might cause a bit of a headache for the team, but if you want to go and you're thinking of making the preparations to go, but you haven't booked your flight and hotel, but you intend to, you might consider RSVPing first and then confirming, because you can always go back and tell them I can't make it. But if you decide to book your flight on June 1st or 2nd, there's no going back to RSVP. I imagine they need a very specific head count for how much food and merch and all the other things they're giving away. So just communicate if your plans change. So again, MLP 2022, Austin, Texas, June 3rd through the 5th. And it's actually a free event. So if you're in the Texas area or near Austin and you want to attend, it is free to join. But this VIP experience will be reserved for just the pickleball court and the competitive clown holders. I myself am excited. I haven't booked my flight yet either, but I will be there for the 3rd. I can't stay for the whole event, but I feel an obligation and a duty, especially after all the love and gratitude I got at VCon, to be the on the ground reporter for you all. So we're going to make it work. Alex and I are going to fly out. We're going to make a whole day of it and just do as much as we can June 3rd. We might be able to hang out in the morning on the 4th, but we'll have to be back that evening. So expect content about that. I'm also trying something a little different. I haven't spoken much about my NFT project on the podcast yet, but it is live at jeremyknows.com. And I have so many ideas and videos I want to make, but I also am testing giving value to the 90 people who have already minted the project. So all of the live coverage, the whatever, I won't be live streaming on Instagram. I'll be live streaming through a Zoom session specifically for holders. So if you want to wait a week to get those images and those videos, then by all means, that will come later. But the live experience, I'm going to try this. You guys know that I have a whole sort of feeling about putting a paywall in front of the content. But I think for the immediate experience, this will be a fun experiment to try and do this live reporting for token holders only. And shout out to everybody who's supported me by picking up a token. I will also add that if you haven't checked the FAQ, the token is a very simple offer. It's $150 for a 1-year membership to an SMS text service in which I will provide the first notice on everything that I'm following, whether that's VeeFriends, Gary Vee's live streams, other projects, my own stuff, community projects, things that I think are valuable. So I'm going to be developing that SMS text platform and launching it in July. It will be available for international people as well. And the token is the way to get access to it, and that will be for 1 year. If we sell out to 2,500 tokens, everyone's membership will go to 2 years. And in order to incentivize multiple mints, I've also added access to the token. So you'll be able to text me back and forth, and that's a benefit of just holding and being in the SMS service. But if you want time with me one-on-one to sit down and do whatever it is you need in reason, I will be here for it at a minimum of 15 minutes per token. So I'm working on a menu of sorts to be like, well, if you burn 5, we can do a Twitter space for your project. Or if you burn 10, I'll add a project to the radar, or we can host something for your community. I'm still sort of thinking through what the fair value of those things are. But the basis that I'm comfortable with now is 1 token for 15 minutes and you burn it, and all that's built into the smart contract. It's live now. So that's all very, very exciting. And this is my way of letting you know about it, but also saying thank you to everybody. We actually have had one person burn a token, number 120, and there's someone else who's looking to burn 2 tokens either today or tomorrow. So we're off to the races. I'm very excited. This is service-based. I'm very excited that we chose to do an open mint. There's no artificial scarcity here. When I officially launched, I said that it would be live for 6 weeks, basically up until the SMS tech service launch. But I've now changed my mind, and I'm going to be leaving the mint open probably for the rest of the year. Because as people discover me, that will be an income stream that will allow me to balance the madness of this space without having to be reliant on the value of NFTs or crypto, which, as you know, is as volatile as ever. And furthermore, anybody who wants this should have access to it. I think $150 for a year is really kind of like no-brainer price for what I intend to do, and the money is going to go to sustain my livelihood, and 55% will go right back into the project to improve the video quality, hire editors, make more micro content, expand and improve. So there's my pitch. I hope you liked it. Again, open minting probably through the end of the year, and we'll see how big we can grow it. And as we go, I hope to show the improvements along the way. It's not like we're not going to continue building before the end of the year. So that's what's up. This has been a Back in the Saddle podcast on the Jeremy Knows Show. I want you to remember you have until May 31st to burn for your new characters and or RSVP for the Austin event that is happening June 3rd through the 5th. Mint my project, and I will be super grateful for you. It's at jeremyknows.com. You can find the link in the show notes and on my pin tweet. And I'm just always so grateful for your time and your attention. I've been your host, Jeremy, the Heart Trooper number 7, and I will see you tomorrow. Bam. Bada bing, bada boom. How is the eye line, everybody? I feel like we've been doing Twitch for months and I still don't have it down pat. Like, I'm looking at Instagram, but I've got my webcam right above, and I gotta balance. I gotta figure this out. Thank you, Synchrovan. I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. I think we're doing good. I got so much to say. I've got so many ideas. Some of it going to keep close to my chest for the moment. Thank you, Matrix. I got a ton of rest. I slept for 12 hours last night. I've been sleeping 8 to 10 hours. Couldn't give a fuck. Loving the rest. And spent a lot of time with Haley, and doing very, very good. But thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I can't wait for the tech service either. I want to get it out sooner so that we can break it, because I don't expect it to be right the first time. It's okay, Matrix. There will be another VCon. Gas Fairy, the tat is doing well. I don't know if I can really... I'm wearing a long sleeve. I'll show you another time, but it's well. I'm hydrating it. It doesn't hurt. If you didn't catch it, I got a tattoo at VCon. It's actually very fun to just be like, VCon was so crazy, I got my first tattoo, which is true. It just wasn't as crazy as all that. Yeah, thanks, Luna. Thanks. Yeah, and you'll see I'm also in a new setting. So we have a small office here at our apartment, and we bought this dual desk. I know you can't really see it, but like I don't know, it's maybe 10 feet long or something, and it has like a desk here and a middle console and a desk there for the two of us to use the office. And somehow in the everything falling into place of moving in, and I guess the fact that we moved here, now it's just story time. Now we're just hanging out, but I do have to start cooking in a bit. I moved into this apartment on April 19th last year, which is also my birthday. And I started making content on May 5th. So there were 2 weeks before I knew what any of this was. And suddenly, like, I was staying up late and doing this stuff. And I ended up taking over that spot in the living room where I've been streaming from for all of these months. And so it was just time. It was time. So we're going to try this. we're gonna try this out. And I really like it. I mounted my TV here. I actually am plugged into my router, so I should have much better signal for all of the live streaming stuff. And I just need to figure it out. Like, I know this off to the right angle is still a little weird sometimes, so just testing and failing. It's all good. Nice. David gave away his pickleball access to someone who's a super pickleball fan. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I'm sure I will share something out publicly, but I think it's an interesting concept to like, there's only going to be so many times when there's live events like that where I could do for holders only. But like NFT NYC is coming up, and I just figured out that I'll be able to be there. So I think it'll be an interesting thing to experiment with. Dushan, I will definitely send you our selfies. Let me post this podcast and then I'll get cooking. What episode is it? I feel like it's episode 184. It is episode 184. Did you notice that? Did you notice that the scene for the pickleball court is it's in the metadata. I have to imagine this is on purpose. It's all capital THE. It's the pickleball court. I think that's funny. My mouse is being screwy. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. Trying the burn again. No, still not good. It's okay. Cancel the order. You too, Dushan. Good to see you. For holders only, the line that gets me every time. Gotta get my money right. Back to lab. Maybe I make it to the next VCon. Um, it's okay. Matrix. I mean, the I think you're referring to the pickleball stuff. I'll be putting out pickleball content the following week. So all of this stuff, like if you need help with VeeFriends related things, you can always find me here on Instagram or Twitter. Twitter's really better now to find me, but you can ask questions. There's just I'm trying to respect the people who are supporting me and make an extra effort to give them uh, time and value. Cool. Oops. Bada bing, bada boom. Published. Cool. Da-da-da. Hey, Ben. I just posted the podcast about all the deadlines. I'll give you a quick brief and then we'll sign off. May 31st is the last day to burn for new characters. So if you got any of the new characters through the raffles, if you won any raffle and you haven't burned your book games yet, your ability to do so will expire at 7 p.m. on May 31st Eastern time. So that's 2 days from now. The other thing is if you're going to come to Austin, Texas for the pickleball event where there is this VIP experience, which was announced for competitive clown and pickleball court holders, you have until the 31st to RSVP. And the RSVP is in my podcast. It's also on the blog.VeeFriends latest post. And you just have to connect your wallet and give your name and email, and then more details will follow. So that's the deadline. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Twitch. Appreciate you. And YouTube. We got a few viewers on YouTube today. Thank you again, Bryce. Actually, let me check the... I'll go back to it afterward. Okay. Peace out.